you want to just have a seat, stay. It's up to you.
There's plenty of seats. So we all have experiences in our lives that help us to change, and sometimes big experiences. And that's what we're going to explore tonight, and what comes out of those changes. It all starts with an A. During the first part of pregnancy, in the first part of our lives, after a lot of trauma and letting go, I gave birth to a son, my fourth child. The day after he was born, I gave him away. And then I went home. I had a scar that reminds me of him. For 26 years, I've been reminded of him through my body, through a scar. We all have our marks, don't we? We all have our marks. We all have our marks, don't we? will find meaning, your own meaning out of whatever it is that I'm saying. And what I'm saying, I know. I'm really trying hard now to deepen what I know and what I'm sharing with you. I was called, basically. She called me the one I thought was called Madonna, the goddess, the one that I thought was pure and clean and holy and quiet and a mother. I loved being pregnant. I loved giving birth. And I thought, when I heard that call, that I could do it. I could carry a child for someone who could not have a child of her own, and a family who couldn't have a child of their own. But selfishly, I did it not only to give a gift, but to be seen as this Madonna. I remember thinking, I am a Madonna. I am doing an immaculate birth, just like her. But what happened was something very different. Something that actually is even more unique than that. I wanted to be seen and heard just like all of you. It's a very human thing to want to be seen and heard, isn't it? But I could not be a Madonna. I found myself being called by this weird red-haired woman with hair out to here. And her feet plunged into the earth and grabbed like roots and held me in place all through the pregnancy. Definitely during the first part. And in my confusion, in my not knowing, in my desire to be whole and to find my way to individuation and to imperfection. Not perfection, imperfection. And creativity and play. She not only was wild and big, a big woman, she was imperfect. She had many children from way back into the collective. And as she raised her gown, you could see all the children that she had birthed. And I knew that it was going to be both gift and struggle. Because this was the only way, this gift that was given to me was the only way that I could learn a lesson that I had to learn. And so I was called. One ringy dingy, two ringy dingy,